Welcome to KX News on the Go. I'm Sticklen. 4 people are now in jail after police say they broke into a building and stole several goods. Police in Bismarck said on Saturday morning they were called to a building on Lee Avenue where a group of friends told officers that someone had broken in and stolen 3 of their motorcycles as well as riding gear and tools. Now, soon after, an officer spotted a man riding one of those stolen bikes. The man, David Work, admitted that another man, Sterling Yulberg, had shown up in his home or to his home in the middle of the night after he stole the bike. Then Work and Yulberg's girlfriend, Ciara Wolf, go along to steal the other 2 bikes. Now, all 3 were then arrested. Then on Sunday afternoon, Mandan police arrested another woman, Amber Sanger, after they say she broke into a pickup that was parked at a gas station in Mandan that had guns inside. Sanger is accused of taking some of those stolen goods into a Mandan pawn shop. Police say a person who recognized one of the stolen motorcycles saw it parked at a gas station in Bismarck. Police showed up and found Work and Yulberg, who they say was hiding in a nearby dumpster. So far, Yulberg has not been photographed at the Burley Morton County Jail for a new mugshot. This picture is from a previous arrest last year when he was taken in after a police pursuit near Minot. Warnock appeared in court on Monday on 2 felony charges. The judge set his bond at $2,000. Sanger was also arrested by Mandan police. She's facing 2 felony charges, including illegal gun possession. And then Wolf is facing 1 count of conspiracy to commit theft. A judge set her bond at $1,000 and told her to stay away from the property where the motorcycles were stolen. Well, if you've ever thought about growing your family through adoption, you might be surprised at how much it costs. The actual cost is pretty hefty, but one Bismarck family is not letting them stop from doing that. So Colton and Sarah Nelson have spent years trying to grow their family. They've spent about $15,000 out of pocket on fertility treatments and surgeries, but still do not have a child yet. They're now turning to adoption. Private adoption in North Dakota can run anywhere from $30,000 to $50,000 once you add agency fees, lawyers, travel, and other expenses. That's why the Nelsons say they're leaning on their faith.
I think that's what's continued to help us to be as positive as possible and just open. You got to be open and vulnerable during everything, and so our faith has played a huge part.
God has a plan for you if you're willing to walk it, and it may not be in your time. It may not be necessarily what you envision to start, but if you're open to it and you follow that, there's a peace that comes to you.
The Nelsons are now officially what's called a waiting family, which means all of their adoption paperwork is done, and any day they could get the call that a birth family has picked them to adopt a child. The city of Mandan has launched a new app, and it's ready for download. So check this out. The Mandan app is powered by Living Local, and city leaders say it's designed for towns and cities that thrive on connection. When using the app, people can find important community information in just one easy place, the palm of your hand. Some of the key features include alerts, updates, community calendars, community groups, utility bill pay, reporting concerns, and school information. To download it, go to the Google Play or Apple Store and search the city of Mandan. Let's check in with Andre now for Check of the Forecast.
Well, thank you so much, Chance. And looking here in Harvey, there is some storm clouds in the distance there in the western portion of town, and the temperature is at 64 degrees and the winds are out of the south and east at 8 miles per hour. But let's head over into Lake Metagoshi, where we're also seeing some storm clouds in the distance as well, and the current temperature is at 64 degrees here. Now, looking here at our current storm team radar, we are continuing to see that broken line of shower and thunderstorm activity riding along the Highway 2 corridor in our north and eastern areas. So let's dive in, shall we? Where places like Upham is seeing some of that thunderstorm development along there near Botno and Lake Metagoshi there. And here in Drake, we're starting to see some of that impact in the south and western portion of town. But other than that, this line is going to kind of break up over the next hour or so. So we're going to have a break from all the stormy weather over the next couple of hours here. Now, once we get into our current temperatures, our temperatures are mainly in the 60s at this time. And you think this is warm? Well, folks, look at this. We are about 10 to 20 degrees warmer than what we were seeing this time yesterday. And yesterday, if you joined me, you would know that this was expected for sure. And we are expecting those temperatures to continue to increase throughout the day into the mid to upper 90s. And guess what? even some triple-digit heat in our north and western areas. So again, you want to be careful out there. Take plenty of breaks, stay hydrated, stay cool, and also check in on your neighbors, especially immune compromised and the elderly. And these temperatures are going to be running about 10 to 20 degrees above normal for this time of year. So you just want to be careful out there, folks. And we could even break a record here in the Magic City where we could see temperatures at 98 degrees today. And in Williston and Dickinson, we could near those records. So this is something that we're going to be paying close attention to. Now, once we get into this evening, we're going to be watching for the potential of some strong to severe storms with a level 2 slight risk for our south and eastern counties, including here in the Bismarck area. And this is where we could see some large hail at times, golf ball up to 2 inches. So that's pretty substantial right there. Also a wind threat around 60 miles per hour. And a tornado threat is also there as well. Very low, but there is a chance. So we're going to be watching this very closely. So make sure you tune into the KX Storm Team for the latest up-to-date information. Now, our timeline for these storms. This is 7 o'clock this evening, and this is where we're going to start seeing those clouds developing in our south and eastern counties. But by the time we get into around 9:30 this evening, this is where we're going to be starting to see that development of shower and thunderstorm activity here in the south and eastern areas, and it could graze the Bismarck area. So that's something we'll watch very closely here. And by the time we get into midnight, look at that, folks, that line will start to intensify and move inside into the eastern side of the state, and it will kind of completely clear out of our neck of the woods around about 1 or 2 o'clock. Now, we're expecting more thunderstorm development for our Thursday with that level 2 slight risk, and this is where we could see more potential of a little bit of damaging wind and hail and maybe an outside chance of a tornado. So we're going to be watching this very closely as well, and our highs for our Thursday will be in the 80s and 90s. So it's going to be a cooler day in store for our Thursday, and we're going to be even cooler on Friday. Look at that. Temperatures will be in the 70s during this period of time, and then here in Williston we're going to see those temperatures increase into the 80s by the time we get into the weekend with mainly sunny skies. And that same thing goes here in the Dickinson area too. Now looking here in the Magic City, 90s today and tomorrow with chances of rain, but the rain chances go down on Friday with 70s and then 80s on this weekend and into our Monday, and then we're going to see those temperatures drop back down into the 70s on Tuesday, and that same thing goes here in the capital city too. So chance the heat, the storms, and the cool down over the next few days.
You betcha. All right, thanks for the quick update, Andre. Well, for everyone here at KX News, I'm Chance Sticklen. Have a great day.